Thanks for watching. Today we're just going to talk about the process of getting a CNC machine to cut dovetail drawers in Mosaic software. We recently had a job where we have to make CNC plywood dovetail drawer boxes. So we went from absolutely no experience and never using it to a fully finished, fully operating dovetail drawer box on the CNC machine. The first thing you're going to want to do is head over to Vortex Tool and purchase the Dovetail tool kit. We purchased the Dovetail kit with the sharp edges. This kit here with the sharp pointed edge, it's just a little bit more accurate to what a proper dovetail drawer would be. So we went with this one here. Dovetail drawer settings, go to libraries, Drawerboxes. By standard it should pull it up automatically, the Dovetail drawer box CNC. You're going to want to hit this little box right here. What I ended up doing was exporting this and then re-importing it and calling it a different name. We named it Dovetail CNC. First try with the regular template right from Mosaic, didn't change anything, just cut it. We did mess up which style we wanted here, so it should have a pointed pin on it. Our gaps were also a little bit big, might be because of that as well. And we also have these weird holes which we're going to replace with, or just get rid of the holes altogether. We accidentally ran the rounded over bit instead of the proper one. So you can see down here there's traditional square and then the radius bit. So the radius one is what the first setup cut for us. We changed it to this, and so the second version we got a bit of the tails are pointy now, so that's one good thing. We still got that slop there, so we just adjusted one of the tolerances in Mosaic. So here you can see you can set up the different thicknesses, the tolerances, the pins and tails, how far apart they are, everything like that. So we did a few different options here, and what we ended up settling on was a 3/4 inch wide pin. And the reason for that is so that it's wider than our drawer bottoms for that. We also changed the tail depth tolerance to 0. As you can see, I was getting a little bit of issues with the interior joint having a little bit of a gap there. So we removed the standard number here to 0. So third attempt. I think we can live with this. It's pretty flush. Came right off the CNC like that. Inside's pretty tight. So once we had done that, we then had to set our standard heights. So that took a little bit of messing around. So we had to go into a job. So this job here is strategically just made for testing out our dovetail drawer boxes. We dropped in just a standard drawer box, but there's something going on in the way that Mosaic export the formulas that it didn't come out the proper size. We didn't get the right size until we actually put it into a cabinet. That's why we had this cabinet in here. Once we put this cabinet in, then it came out the size that we wanted it to be. So just be a little careful of that. So the way that we were able to sort of digitally figure out things was you hit the 3D view, perspective, filled, then you hit the little layer button here. So we only really want the drawer boxes, so we can just deselect everything. Okay, so you can see we just have the drawer box, and if you click this little high detail button and click yes, it's going to show you your actual dovetail pins and tails. So if you also select this, then you can slide that up. It'll explode it a little bit so you can see what you're looking at. So this is what I had used to figure out exactly how I wanted this to work out. I set this like this. I wanted my drawer bottom to be perfectly in line with the tail here, so that it's not interfering with the edges of the tail, which in this part of the drawer box, if it ever chips or anything because of the drawer bottom, it won't show anything once you put the tail in. So what I ended up doing was, let's get out of here, go to the face tab. I changed this. I kept modifying my front height, which would in turn modify the drawer box size until I found it was perfectly in line. And then I just went through all the different heights until I found all the heights that were perfectly in line with the tail. Once I figured that out, I went to my drawer boxes, and I'll show you my setup. Set this as standard heights. Once you activate that, it brings this up, and then you can paste those numbers in there for how high the drawer boxes are. Or I should say the next step is to go to the drawer parts menu, go to the drawer side to see how high it actually is. Copy that number into, a notepad or something as you go, and then just keep making this height taller. 7, 7.5, and you can go back here and see what the drawer. Mine are set to stay on my set drawer heights, so it won't jump unless I make it jump to the next one. So you see it's jumped to 6 1/8. And if I go back here and I go like this, high detail, yes. And I just exploded a little bit. Again, you'll see that my tails are perfectly in line with my drawer bottom. The next thing that I did was add the notch to the bottom, or the back, because we only notched the backs of our drawer boxes. So I had to add this notch in there for undermount drawer slides. So I just shaped my part for that to appear. Added a few pre-drill holes that are ran by formulas. So as it stretches in width, you can see it'll add extra holes or make it a double hole or single hole. The drawer bottom's not going to follow, or the dado, that's built by the library, so it's not going to do anything there, but any operations you add, it'll still do it right when you export it to the cabinet itself. The last thing that I have to do is add this hole for the 1/4 inch hole or 6 millimeter hole for the back of the undermount slide hole, the little pin that locks into that hole. So in order to do that, we're going to go drawer boxes. I'm going to do it in my standard one. I'm going to go to the back detail operations. We're going to bore a hole. Our drill is set up for a 1/4 inch. Not exactly 6 mil, but close enough for what we use it for. And in order to get it's 21 plus 7. So that's the full distance from the outside edge to here. Minus 5 millimeters. So 23 millimeters from outside edge of the drawer box to the inside. Now I have similar operations that I can copy from that I might do instead. So I'm going to go to my current drawer box. I'm going to go to my back. This is where it's so convenient if you've built everything with formulas. If you haven't, it's not going to work. Oh, you can see that I haven't built this with a formula, so I can't actually copy this one. But I can use it as a reference. So front and back of a dovetail drawer box is actually the full width of it, so it's easier to calculate that way. So we're going to go back to my main one. We're going to click the back. We're going to bore a hole. It actually needs to be a through bore, so we're going to make the depth equal to the drawer back .th, so that's going to call up the thickness of the back every time. We're going to change it to millimeters. This, I'm going to set here, needs to be 23 millimeters. This right here, oops. Let's go back to that there. So it's 11 millimeters from the bottom, or 13 millimeter half inch from the bottom of the drawer box itself. We can just say 24 mil. So the Y is the elevation, 24 millimeter. We don't have to write millimeters, sorry. Click OK. Then I'm going to make this 5 millimeter, or it's actually a 1/4 inch. What happened there? Click that, 0.25. Oh, I see, it's in millimeters. So it's kind of like 6, but I need to do it in actual inches, because that's how my drill bit's set up. So now I got that set as a 1/4. I'm going to copy paste that. I'm going to go back to my X. I'm going to go part, length, minus 23 mil. And that's the same, 24 mil up from the bottom. So that's it, you're good to go. Got your 2 holes, through bore, so it's just going to drill right through one-sided operation. It's drilling through my drawer dado, so it doesn't really matter anyways. So we click OK there, and we save that. And now it's fully set up as a drawer box in Mosaic. Here you can see a fully finished drawer right off the CNC machine. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.